Have you ever had one of those days? You're doing everything right. You've got the green juice, you did your meditation, your calendar is a work of art, but your brain just won't play along. You feel foggy, maybe a little anxious, and you just can't focus. It's so frustrating, and it's easy to start wondering, is my brain broken? Well, what if it's not? What if the problem isn't you at all, but the world you're living in? Let's get into it. So, first up, let's talk about the modern productivity trap. We're constantly told that if we just get the right habits and the right tools, we can be superhuman. But honestly, it just creates this trap, this constant feeling that we're somehow failing, no matter how hard we try. I mean, does this sound familiar to you? You're checking all the boxes. You're doing all the things you're supposed to do, but inside it feels like a total battle just to stay on task. It is an exhausting way to live, and it can really make you start questioning yourself. And of course, your first thought is, what's wrong with me, right? But this question here, this presents a totally different way of looking at it. What if this isn't a flaw in your character? What if it's actually a flaw in the design of our modern life? It's so easy to blame ourselves, isn't it? We think we're lazy or we just don't have enough willpower. But here's the big idea we're going to unpack. The problem isn't you. It's the environment you're trying to make your brain work in. All right, so if our environment is the problem, what's the solution? Well, to figure that out, we need to go way back. There's a huge plot twist here, and it's not personal, it's evolutionary. It's all about the ancient software that's still running on our modern hardware. And here it is, the core concept: biological mismatch. Our brains were literally forged over hundreds of thousands of years in a world where we were always moving, always scanning for threats, always focused on survival. They are hardwired for that world, not the one we're in now, staring at screens all day. Just look at this disconnect. It's crazy. On one side, you've got your brain's factory settings, survival mode, built for movement, for spotting real physical threats. And on the other side, modern mode, constant sitting, digital threats like an overflowing inbox, and deadlines. It's the same brain trying to operate in two completely different universes. And this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. When you sit still for hours at a desk, your brain doesn't think, oh, great, we're being productive. No. On a deep, primal level, being still for that long means one of two things. Either you're hiding from a lion or you're sick, and both of those possibilities trigger a low-level stress alarm. Okay, so let's get into the neuroscience of this. What's actually going on inside our heads during this mismatch? Let's look at the science of why this creates that brain fog and anxiety, and more importantly, how we can start hacking our own biology to feel better. It turns out the simplest way to shut off that stress alarm is to send the opposite signal. To our ancient brain, physical movement is the clearest sign possible that everything is okay. It tells your brain, hey, we're not trapped, we're not sick, we are out here, engaging with the world, and we are in control. And this happens almost instantly. It sets off this amazing chain reaction. You get up, you take even a short walk, and your brain gets the all-clear signal. Almost immediately, your production of the stress hormone cortisol starts to drop, and at the exact same time, it starts releasing chemicals like dopamine, which are absolutely essential for focus and motivation. And hey, this isn't just a vague feeling, this is measurable brain chemistry. Just look at this chart. It shows the massive difference in the brain's focus chemicals between someone who's sitting all day and someone who's active. By weaving simple movement into your day, you are literally changing your brain's ability to show up and do its best work. Now, here is the absolute best part. Understanding the science means the solution isn't some crazy new workout plan you're going to quit in a week. It's about working with your biology, not fighting it, using super simple, targeted actions to give your brain exactly what it's craving. So first, let's just get rid of the word exercise. I know, it sounds intimidating, it makes you think of the gym and getting all sweaty. Let's reframe it. We're not talking about training for a marathon here. We're talking about doing quick, strategic, neurological resets all throughout your day. So, how much time does one of these resets actually take? The answer is probably a lot less than you think. 5 minutes, that's it. Just 5 minutes of light movement, like walking around your house, is enough to hit the brakes on your brain's anxiety signal and start shifting your chemistry back to a place of calm and focus. And these resets can be ridiculously simple. Pace around the room when you're on a phone call. Before you sit down to tackle a really hard task, just do 10 quick squats. Instead of keeping water at your desk, make yourself walk to the kitchen to get it. See? These aren't workouts. They're just small, powerful messages you're sending to your ancient brain.
And that brings us to the most important takeaway of all. This isn't just interesting science trivia, it's a whole new way to reframe those daily mental battles. It's a huge shift away from blaming yourself and toward understanding yourself.
So, if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. All that frustration, that feeling that you're somehow flawed, it's all based on a lie. Your brain isn't broken. In fact, it's doing its job perfectly. It's responding exactly the way it was designed to. That anxious, foggy feeling you get when you sit still for too long, that's a totally logical survival alarm going off. It's just responding to the wrong environment. The problem isn't the brain, it's the cage we've put it in. We've taken this biological marvel that was designed for the open savanna and asked it to work in a digital, sedentary world it just wasn't built for. I love this quote. Think of it this way. You are not lazy, unmotivated, or broken. You are a survival machine living in a human zoo. And when you feel off, it's not a sign of weakness. It's just your inner survival machine telling you it needs something that its environment isn't giving it. And you know what? Most of the time, that something is just a little bit of movement. So the goal here isn't to feel guilty or to completely change your life overnight. It's just to start small. Think about your day ahead and just ask yourself this one simple question. What's one tiny neurological reset you can try? Because you don't need more willpower, you just need to learn how to work with the brilliant, ancient brain you've already got.